Hey everybody. The angle's a little bit weird. Ignore the Macintosh that is staring at the laptop, just menacingly looking down at it. But today's a very special day for me. And as I get my keyboard plugged in, I want to sort of explain to you my story here. Is that working? Yep, we're working. Okay. This is a Dell G15 5515. And I spent 9, 10, maybe 11 months saving for it. And boy, I'm excited. Now, I got it off of eBay. It was used, but marked down $600. Now, I went with a risk, and this seller, they came through. They were, they're pretty epic. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and get this set up. But before I do that, I just want to go over the 3 qualifications I want to go over for this. So, number 1 is, did I get what I bought? Obviously I did. It's right here. It says GeForce RTX and Ryzen 7 on it. It's it's there. This is exactly what I asked for. Another one would be, does it work properly? Because I'm specifically a little worried about the graphics card. Maybe this seller decided, hey, let's sell a laptop with a broken graphics card, which, I doubt that, seeing as it's displaying fine, but you never know. I guess that's really only 2 qualifications. But yeah, we're just gonna, mess around, run some games, see what happens. It'll be fun. I'm gonna install Windows now. Alright, so this guy's all set up and ready to use. And I want to just show the benchmarks, because why not? You might be curious. And while I go about plugging this in, got the cable all tangled up by accident. Gotta get that undone. Anyways, while I go about doing all this stuff here, I'll talk to you about the computer specs, which are exactly as listed on the eBay listing. So good job, seller. You didn't scam me, at least. I don't think you did. On the processor side of things, also, this charger lights up. How overkill is that? On the processor side of things, we have a Ryzen 7 5800H, which is a 8-core, 16-thread processor. Absolute workhorse. At least, I think. I haven't really experienced it yet. On the GPU side of things, we have not only the integrated Vega GPU, but we also have an RTX 3060, and that's just beautiful. 16 gigs of memory, 512 gigabytes of NVMe SSD storage, and a 1080p 165Hz display, which is just phenomenal. I'm going to turn up the volume here. That's good. And I'm going to launch a game I always use for benchmarking laptops. You'll recognize it from that one video I did, actually my last video, torturing low-end hardware for fun. Now we're going to have a breeze on high-end hardware for fun. Let's start it up. Hopefully it won't take an hour to do the first time setup like it did on that laptop. That was not fun. For some reason, A Hat in Time likes to start in 1600 by 900. Makes 0 sense. I mean, this game was released in 2017. You'd think 1080p would be the standard. Wow, no hitching. That is rare. Close. Okay, let's first of all change the game settings so that it's actually running. Yep, that's what I want. Max 165. Set this to the absolute highest we can. High quality. Complex. Yep, that's about it. Alright, I guess I'll just boot into the game or my save file more just see how it goes. Aside from a little hiccup at the start, this is running pretty much as I'd expect it. Though I don't really know the exact frame rate. There we are. Now we've got a frame rate counter in the upper hand corner. It's a bit small, you can't see it. hovering around 80, 90, 140, around 140, 150, yeah, a lot of frames per second, let's just say that. I'm going to set this to unlock so I can see this thing's full performance. There we go. Hovering around 100. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that took about 30 seconds. That wasn't so bad. Everything's nice and smooth, though. Okay. I was half expecting the GPU to be dead or something, and that's why they were getting rid of the laptop, but no, this works great. This is working exactly like I thought it would. Or hoped it would, more like. I gotta say, the seller was very, very nice about the entire shipping process, and they even included an extra USB stick for Windows installation, and just really nice guy. So thank you, seller. If I can, I will definitely give you a good review. I was a little suspicious when I saw the asking price of $1,125, which is nearly $600 below the MSRP of this laptop model. But, you know, I gotta say, that was one good deal. Oh wow, I forgot I was even really looking at the frame rate. Right now it's around like 80 frames per second, 90. That's how you know performance is good and the game you're playing is good. When like you just stop forgetting like about the performance, or you forget about the performance and just enjoy it. Well, that's working quite well. Alright. I'm very satisfied with that. The fans aren't even very loud. This laptop's not even very hot. Oh, this is great. Another game I like to use to benchmark, well, let's stop that, is called Heptagon. It's not a very intensive game, but I still prefer to test it because it's a game I play a lot. Or, not really a lot, that's only 67 hours, but it's a game I like to boot up just when I'm bored, and I like to... It's a good pick-up-and-play game. I'm going to put that on the top right so I can see it easier since I'm off to the right. Anyways. Oh, wow, that's loud. Oh, the window's not selected, that explains it. What is this resolution? Oh, that explains it. Ah, that's better. No frame cap. Jesus Christ. Okay. Running at about 400 frames per second here. Not a particularly intensive game or anything. Also, I suck. Wow! Now, there is only really one last game I want to test, and that's a game that I know is going to run well. I know it's going to run amazingly because it runs on basically anything, and that's Portal 2. But the game holds a very special place in my heart, so I always want to see how it'll do. We're going to use the absolute highest settings, of course. Video. Advanced video. That's all on very high. Alright. Play single player. And we'll just continue from where we left off on that one video on the crappy hardware. Because I haven't really played the game since then. And it was only a week ago, but still.
I almost got a job down here in
Whoa,
manufacturing.
sensitivity is going
guess who the foreman
crazy.
went with? Only an exact duplicate of himself. Nepotism.
That's a bit better.
Ended up giving me the worst possible job, tending to all the smelly humans. Okay, wait, let me light this path for you.
Thank you, Wheatley. I didn't know he actually lit this for...
Okay, we have to split up here for a moment. Portal up to that passage, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, there's another wall over here.
That's really all I wanted to test, you know? This is not meant to be an incredibly, like, long, in-depth video on anything. This is not meant to be a review. I just felt like messing around with my new little laptop to play with. Bring around, do schoolwork on, play games in between classes, do all that. And I want to thank you for joining me on this small adventure, this relatively easy adventure, I might add. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this thing in the future. And if you are ever looking out for a laptop with high performance and, you know, you find this one for a good used price, I would definitely go for it, because first impressions are quite good. Of course, it's a used laptop. It has all the time in the world to break, but it came in very good condition. The previous owner, I mean, they I don't know, like, how they treated it, but it definitely looks like it came in good condition, aside from a couple of specks of dust on it, you know, which is, like, whatever. But yeah, thanks for joining me on an adventure like this, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye, and sneak preview.